this video, I'm going to explore the importance of body language when you're presenting. I'm thrilled to be joined by movement specialist Emma Zangs. Emma Zangs is a choreographer and movement communication coach. Our body language is a nonverbal signal to our audience, so it's critical. There are things that we do with our body that we may not be conscious of, but people in your audience will pick up on them. You want to be aware of your body language, but not self-conscious. Body language also helps you to maximize engagement. You have to think about why you are physically present in front of a group of people when in today's technologically driven world, there are so many other options. You could have sent a video, a pre-read deck, or done a podcast. So it's important to leverage that face-to-face communication and engagement and maximize the opportunity you have to be before this group. You need to make an impression and communicate with them and create and foster that level of connection. When you're presenting, you should be using the body as one of your communications tools. So I'm going to take you through some tips to explore. We're going to do this from the standpoint of presenting in front of a medium to large size audience. The first thing to do is to come on stage, walk down stage center, root yourself in your body weight, and have an intention to unlock the body. Before commencing, take 2 deep grounding breaths. You will naturally pick up pace when presenting because of the adrenaline. So I want you to first connect the breath before you start presenting.
Your chest should be open, your shoulders back and down. Start with a smile, invite people in. If you feel relaxed, the audience will feel relaxed.
Make sure that your arms are in a comfortable position. A lot of people aren't sure what to do with their hands, and it can be a big anxiety. Try having them mid-level. So if you're going to be pointing, you don't have that far to go, but avoid things like keeping your hands behind your back. We tend to allow our eyes to fall to the 3rd or 4th row and create an isolated demographic who get our personal eye contact and attention, and then the remaining group is neglected. Your voice goes where your eyes go. You should feel exhausted by the end of a presentation because you're using maximum energy and the full capacity of your voice. You're authentic and truthfully yourself, but you're yourself on your best day, presenting with purpose, intention, and focus. The final part is the relationship with your presentation deck, if you have one. What often happens is that people will stand behind a podium, but there are very few public speakers that can do well behind a podium if they want to engage people. You're immediately creating a visual signal that you're blocking yourself from your audience. Also, when you have a deck behind you, it's tempting to constantly look behind at the deck, and it's a false refuge and will pull the audience's focus to the slides. If you want the audience to stop looking at the deck, stand in front of it and physically block it, signaling that all eyes should be on you. You are the star of the show. The deck is just your sidekick. The key thing is to be mentally prepared and embody that. So do some of the stretching techniques that we've gone through and ensure that the body is well primed to be able to take the stage and own the space. Owning the space is a state of mind, not a physical act. Take the focus off of yourself and place it on the audience. When you're overthinking, analyzing, and judging yourself, you will become more disengaged from the people you're trying to connect with, which will make you more anxious. Instead, place your focus on the audience. Remind yourself that you want to connect with them, educate them, express to them, and that they are your intention. You are taking them on a journey to understand the future possibilities or to educate and empower them. And when you're on stage, know that the breath is your anchor. Always come back to the breath. If you forget something and you become anxious, come back to the breath. If you realize that you're rocking back and forth in your hips, come back to the breath, and it will always ground and root you.